Making headlines. President appoints Ustaz Abdullah Hamid and Ustaz Muhammad Salim as justices of the Supreme Court. Transport Minister Amin highlights tangible progress and promising outcomes of the Male Fahi program. And Maldivian pilgrims are set to begin returning home on Friday, with the HPA urging the public to avoid crowding at the airport.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to News. I'm Yusuf bin Muhammad. President Dr. Muhammad Boyce has officially appointed Ustaz Abdullah Hamid and Ustaz Muhammad Salim as justices to the Supreme Court after Parliament approved their nominations. The oath of office was administered by the Honorable Justice of the Supreme Court of Maldives, Aisa Shujun Muhammad, during a ceremony held this afternoon at the President's office. Following the administration of the oath, President Dr. Moise formally presented the letters of appointment to the newly appointed justices. Earlier on Wednesday, Parliament approved the nominations of Ustaz Abdullah Hamid and Ustaz Muhammad Salim following a review and formal endorsement by the Parliamentary Judiciary Committee. Ustaz Salim, currently serving as a High Court judge, and Ustaz Hamid, a former judge of the same court, were selected as top candidates for elevation to the Supreme Court, an appointment intended to strengthen institutional stability. The appointment follows a dismissal of Justices Dr. Azmirullah Zahir and Mahaz Ali Zahir on May 14th over disciplinary violations. Maldivian pilgrims who performed Hajj in Saudi Arabia this year will begin returning home on Friday, the Maldivian Hajj Mission has confirmed.
The Health Protection Agency HPA has urged the public to minimize crowding at the airport and refrain from organizing large gatherings to welcome returning pilgrims, citing concerns over the spread of illness. According to the Hajj Mission, pilgrims will return in 4 groups between June 13th and June 17th, with the first group scheduled to arrive at 2 p.m. on Friday. The second group is expected on June 14th at 11 p.m., followed by the third group on June 16th at 2 p.m., and the final group on June 17th at 11 p.m. The first and fourth groups will fly with Saudi Arabia's national airline, while the second and third groups will return on Maldivian, the national carrier. This year, 1,000 Maldivians travel to Saudi Arabia under the Hajj quota system. Globally, 1,673,230 pilgrims performed Hajj, including 1,506,576 international pilgrims from 171 countries and 166,654 Saudi citizens. The Saudi government noted that 1,435,017 pilgrims benefited from the Makkah Route initiative, which streamlines the pilgrimage process. As pilgrims begin traveling to Medina following the completion of Hajj rituals, the HPA has issued several public health advisories. Speaking on state media, an HPA official noted that post-Hajj periods in previous years have seen spikes in infectious illnesses. To mitigate risk, the agency advises the public to wear masks around sick individuals, avoid gatherings for 2 weeks after the pilgrim's return, and ensure that anyone showing symptoms, particularly children, receive medical attention and refrains from attending school. The HPA's appeal seeks to protect public health during the pilgrim's homecoming period and reduce the potential spread of illness across the community.
Minister of Islamic Affairs Dr. Muhammad Shahim Ali Saeed has emphasized the significance of constructing a mosque in the Maldives in memory of the late Sheikh Ibrahim Farid, who passed away in Malaysia on June 9. Sheikh Farid died suddenly while visiting Malaysia, collapsing at the airport where he received immediate medical attention but tragically passed away shortly afterwards. Sheikh Farid held the esteemed positions of Mustashar of Khidmah Org at the Maldives and President of the Sharia Board. In the wake of this passing, the association promptly launched a project to honor his legacy by building a mosque in Bangladesh. Notably, the required funds were raised within a single day of opening the donation opportunity, thanks to the generous support of numerous donors. The planned mosque in Bangladesh will span 250 square meters and is designed to accommodate up to 455 people. According to the association, approximately 760,000 rupiah has been raised for its construction. Building on this initiative, Khidmah.org has announced that following overwhelming public support and repeated requests, it will also proceed with constructing a mosque in the Maldives in memory of Sheikh Farid. This decision was welcomed by Minister Dr. Shahim, who described it as a commendable effort and highlighted the greater importance of establishing a memorial within the country itself. Furthermore, Minister Dr. Shahim proposed the mosque include a library dedicated to Islamic knowledge, along with classrooms for Quranic education, creating a lasting endowment that would carry forward Sheikh Farid's legacy. To support this endeavor, the Ministry of Islamic Affairs has pledged its assistance, including the allocation of suitable site and financial support for the mosque construction. Sheikh Farid was widely recognized for his significant contributions to the propagation of religious teachings in the Maldives. His sermons resonated with the public and left a profound and lasting impact on the community. The government Ma-Lefai program is showing tangible progress, according to Minister of Transport and Civil Aviation Muhammad Amin, who said that while the initiative was delivering promising results, further work is needed.
In an interview with state media, Minister Amin said the program launched to ease Male's worsening traffic congestion had already achieved notable success. However, he acknowledged that certain issues still require attention and that the ministry is actively pursuing improvements. He noted that Male's traffic problem had escalated into a serious issue after being left unaddressed for years. Although previous efforts were made, he said their limited impact was due to the scale of the problem. The minister highlighted several outcomes of the program, including the removal of derelict vehicles from the streets of Male and Hormale. He also confirmed 4 new parking zones are now in use. Looking ahead, Minister Amin announced that from July onwards, private vehicles will only be permitted into the Maldives if owners either secure a garage for parking or obtain special permission. He said such measures are essential to regulate the continued influx of vehicles. While acknowledging that constructing multi-story parking facilities remains a top priority, the minister said work had been delayed due to various challenges, but would continue shortly. On the matter of determining Male's vehicle carrying capacity, Minister Amin noted that although the City Council had been given multiple deadlines, the ministry would consider amending legislation to take over the task if necessary. He said that the government would then set a vehicle limit and issue certificates of entitlement based on that cap following international models. He also reported a 75% drop in private vehicles imports and registrations in 2024 compared to the previous year, calling it a major success in managing traffic growth.
In here today.
Of course, bro. It's the kickoff. It's the new Premier League season. I'll be ready. Get loud. This is new faces, latest drip, and fresh trims. It's time to believe the greatest league in the world is back.
Brought to you by MediaNet.
Kafa, tiga pocket ennetannu kontaga phone lani. Kafa, passport atungi family ko gillijiayo. Kafe kanitadani, fushi gillijiayo.
Kokko hasnuwe, kafe dani hajjen umra plan nagag. Konkamaka kafa haswamvi. Ituru malumat Elite mobile app adi myelite.mv.
Elite Ailaya, marhaba.
Welcome back. The government is establishing 3 new temporary shelters to support women affected by domestic violence. Minister of Social and Family Development, Dr. Aishat Shiham, announced their initiative in a recent interview with state media, emphasizing the urgent need to expand support services for victims across the country. At present, the Maldives has only 1 shelter dedicated to the care and protection of women experiencing domestic abuse. Given the rising number of reported cases, Minister Dr. Shiham noted that demand for such facilities has become increasingly apparent, underscoring the need to scale up capacity. In response, the new shelters currently under development and to be operated under the name Domestic Violence Shelter are expected to significantly strengthen the national support network for survivors. Highlighting the scale of the issue, statistical data from April 2025 revealed 44 reported cases of gender-based and domestic violence, including 24 incidents of physical assault, 8 cases of psychological and verbal abuse, and 5 instances involving threats and intimidation. An additional 40 reports detailed various other forms of violence against women, further reflecting the severity and widespread nature of the problem. Alongside increasing shelter capacity, the government is also rolling out broader initiatives aimed at empowering women. These include economic empowerment programs that offer loans to help women achieve financial independence. A dedicated portion of these funds is earmarked for women with disabilities, ensuring the programs are inclusive and accessible to all who may need support. The government is preparing to commence construction of a hospital in Tulustu, Kafetol. The project was awarded to the Maldives Transporting Contracting Company, MTCC, in March last year. The planned facility will be a 30-bed hospital specifically designed to enhance healthcare services on the island. The development will include a health center block spanning 1,729.10 square meters, service block of 238.11 square meters, and an accommodation block covering 167.63 square meters. Within the health center block, various essential medical facilities will be established, including doctors' rooms, medical wards, and private patient rooms. Furthermore, specialized units such as laboratory, operating theatre, maternity room, X-ray room, ultrasound room, emergency services unit, and a public health unit will be also incorporated. With an estimated cost of 101.7 million rupiah, the hospital project aims to expand and improve existing healthcare services in Tulustu. The island, which has a population of over 1,600 residents, currently operates a 24-hour health service center. Non-resident diplomats representing 6 countries presented their letters of credence to President Dr. Mohamed Moise on Thursday during an official ceremony held at the President's office. They were formally escorted from Republic Square to the President's office in a traditional high cultural position, accompanied by the Maldives National Defense Force, MNDF, drum and puppet band. The diplomats who presented their credentials included Ibrahim Muhammad Khalil, non-resident ambassador of Palestine to the Republic of Maldives, Stella Nkomo, non-resident ambassador of Zimbabwe to the Republic of Maldives, Sardar Rustambev, non-resident ambassador of Uzbekistan to the Republic of Maldives, Rasmus Abilgard Christensen, non-resident ambassador of Denmark to the Republic of Maldives, and Aliki Kustomitopoulo, non-resident ambassador of Greece to the Republic of Maldives. In addition, the non-resident High Commissioner of Uganda to the Maldives, Republic of Maldives, Professor Joyce Kakura-Matsiki Kafunda, also presented her letter of credence. During the ceremony, President Dr. Moise met individually with each diplomat and reaffirmed their shared commitment to strengthening bilateral ties and deepening cooperation across areas of mutual interest. Air Arabia, the largest low-cost carrier in the Middle East and North Africa, has announced plans to double its flight frequency to the Maldives. Beginning October 27, 2025, the airline will operate 2 daily flights between Sharjah and Malé, enhancing connectivity between the UAE and the island nation. Air Arabia first launched its direct Sharjah-Malé route on October 27, 2024, initially offering 1 daily flight. The service has since gained popularity among travelers seeking affordable access to the Maldives. The airline currently operates a modern fleet of Airbus A320 and A321 aircraft, serving more than 80 destinations across the globe. By increasing its daily flights, Air Arabia aims to strengthen its presence in the Maldives and support the country's growing tourism industry. The Middle East and North Africa remain key source markets for Maldivian tourism, and the expanded service is expected to further boost tourist arrivals from the region. The Cyber Crime Center of the Maldives Police Service has participated in Operation Secure, a global initiative led by Interpol to combat cybercrime. Carried out between January and April, the operation brought together law enforcement agencies from across the region under Interpol's Asia and South Pacific Joint Operations Against Cybercrime, ASPGOC, framework. Operation Secure aimed to dismantle the infrastructure used by individuals engaged in online criminal activity. As part of the effort, the Maldives Police Service undertook key responsibilities, including preparing detailed reports and sharing intelligence with international partners. Investigations focused on identifying cyber threats with potential links to the Maldives. The Cybercrime Center collected and analyzed relevant intelligence to support the broader goals of the operation. The Maldives Police Service emphasizes strong collaboration with Interpol and partner agencies, which contributed to several significant outcomes at the international level. Among the key achievements of Operation Secure were the removal of more than 2,000 IP addresses and domains associated with information stealing malware. Authorities also seized 41 servers and over 100 gigabytes of critical data. In total, 32 individuals were arrested in connection with illegal cyber activities, and more than 216,000 victims were identified, notified, and advised on how to protect their digital identity. The Cybercrime Center stated that its involvement in Operation Secure reflects the Maldives Police Service's ongoing commitment to strengthening cybercrime prevention efforts and safeguarding the country's digital landscape. Thank you for watching MM News. I'm Yusuf bin Mohammed, and have a great day.